You know, I'd like to think that if I didn't like Applejack season as much as I did, I probably would have made it through this 150 plus episodes that I've watched now. As well as the Question Girl stuff, which I'm still not completely sure why I watched to this day. The reason I liked it so much was, of course, Applejack. She dominated the screen and I was enjoying every bit of it. And that still holds up after rewatching it later. And I still find myself breathing as needed and she yells, "Welcome!" But in recent seasons, I've been enjoying it less and less. And there's even been episodes where I wish she wasn't in them at all. But why is this? Why is the pony I used to think was my favourite is now the one I want out of episodes? Well, I'm hoping to get to the bottom of this. In this, Character Evolution, The Rotting Apple. From the start, she came off as the sort of person I'd like to chill with. A good friend in a show about friendship, almost like that was the writer's goal. On top of this, she came off as able to hold the troops together well in Twi's absence, and this was shown both at Dragon's Giant and Winter Wrap-Up. As well as a rival to Rainbow Dash, a pony who's faster than the speed of sound. She's pretty impressive. Her flaw of being too proud or stubborn I personally find enjoyable and relatable, and she comes as kind of a badass with what she accomplishes without her wings or a horn. And she has a hat. She's a hat with a horse. Apple Family Reunion is where things start heading south though. Not only does she come off as a little dim due to completely overscheduling the event and leaving no one any time to enjoy each other's company, she begins which is now a recurring trend in her episodes, which is living in the past. As the show's gone on, decisions have been made to change the characters from talented ponies who managed to become the world's magical backup laser cannon, to local celebrities and friendship gurus to the world. I'm not a big fan of this, but that's something for another day. The problem is, whilst Rarity has become a highly successful franchise owner, and Dash joins Equestria's most elite flyers, Miss Jack is busy drawing new branches on her family tree. It's become a staple of her episodes since the reunion, and it's turned up in Apple Pinkie Pie, Leap of Faith, Where the Apple Lies, The Perfect Pair, and The Cart Before the Ponies. Though this is true for multiple ponies in this episode, but you get my drift. They're not even all bad episodes. Like The Perfect Pair, I really like that one. I just wish the Rise would build to a future, rather than leaving it in the dust as all the rest of the main six run Equestria. The next problem is the amount of episodes she looks bad in. In Appaloosa's Most Wanted, she came off as rash and mean-spirited. Pink Apple Pie, all she did was argue with her family. The PPOV, where everyone but Twi came off as a total diva. Honest Apple, she came off as rude and insensitive and so goddamn overbearing it's some point to watch me. Like, I've never recovered from that one. It's like, she's on her own all the time. How dim are you? We don't need bubble wrap! If you take out the Cutie Map episodes, because I feel the main six personalities don't really shine in those, you're left with the main attraction, which is really more of a rah-rah episode than AJ. Like, AJ's her friend and she gets a lot of screen time, but I feel like Applejack could be anybody in this situation. It just picked to be Applejack because she's the biggest contrast in lifestyles. But bar that, you got Spike at Your Service, Applejack's Day Off, and Heartbreakers. Which, I like all these, but they're not enough, I feel, to outdo all the negatives that we've had before.
Now it's time for the statistics stint!
Trademark. Remember guys, the statistics I have to follow are all from my opinion, so really they mean nothing. I just like stats. So, here we go. From season 1 and 2, Applejack has 5 episodes where I feel she is the or a significant focus. None of which involve the Apple family history as the focal point, and I say she came off good in 80% of these. And even then, in Look Before You Sleep, she comes off as the significantly less evil to such a degree that I almost saw her as perfectly rational in comparison. You also may disagree with my opinion on Full Weather Friends, but assuming Dash cheated after she did so 10 times in a row is more than fine in my opinion. That only leads to some more intense racing, and I love me some competition. Now let's look to Season 3 to Campfire Tales, which, as of recording, is where I got to watching. 40% plus of our episodes are based around something in the past, and the same 42.86% she looks bad in too, leaving only 28% of episodes where she both looks good and is doing something that isn't based in her past. Also, whenever someone says Applejack never lies, it's complete bullshit. She lies all the time, as much as anybody else. There's one scene in the Season 3 opener where she just abruptly changes subject rather than lie to the Crystal Ponies, and I wish the writers would do that more often, because then her trait would make sense. Or at least swap the elements from the get-go. I actually think Applejack and Rainbow Dash should have been the other way around. It makes much more sense personality-wise. I can't be the only one that thinks this. I think it's completely ridiculous. In short terms, AJ has gone from best pony who's perceived as a near equal in leadership and athleticism to Twi and Dash respectively, to an Ancestry.com user who is annoying 50% of the times she's actually offline. She's too busy focusing on this past, so the writers don't get to show her stubborn, lovable self that I used to enjoy so much. It's sad because I don't see it being fixed either. Like, the only career change they could do is having her running the farm, which is no different to what she does now. Nor is she going to be shown as good as running as Olympian again, nor a better leader than a princess. She now only works in chilled, laid-back episodes, where everyone just escapes their long list of duties to just be friends, and the writers can actually write their personalities rather than whatever tasks they need to do to run their part of Equestria. But if the writers don't feel like doing that, then maybe it's time to let Applejack ride off into the sunset, because that'll probably do more to save her legacy to me than probably anything they can put on paper. Or maybe I just need to get life.